Hi, Jason Baker here with Rise Real Estate, and I wanted to cordially invite you to a career night this coming Wednesday. So please look down below for the link to register for that. You know, real estate, I got into real estate in 2013, and it has changed my life. You know, lots of ups and downs and learning. You know, it's funny for the first 2 years, you don't know a whole lot about a whole lot. But it has absolutely changed my life. I live a life now that I never thought I would have, and I wanted to again cordially invite you to our career night. And what we're going to be going over is, for experienced agents, how to, increase business, and then also in the opportunities that we have here, and then for people who have never been in real estate before, have always been curious about it. We're going to be going over how to build a six-figure income in real estate. We have lots of agents on our team making between $75,000 and $200,000 a year. We want to share some of those strategies with you, how to do that. One thing I know about real estate is what you put in is what you get out if you give it enough time. And also what you don't put in is also what you could reap those non-rewards down the road as well. So we're going to be going over some common pitfalls and also some common misconceptions about what this is. You know, real estate is not a business for looking at houses and I love HGTV or any of that happy horse, you know what. But it is a business where if you set a plan and do certain activities with a certain level of skill, again, and give it enough time, you can build, an incredible business, and with incredible tax benefits and incredible wealth building opportunities. So we're going to talk about all of that, and I hope you can join us. Again, seating is limited, so we do, I know everybody says that, but we really can't have 1,000 people on the webinar. So we keep it to a nice small group, and so that we can all learn and ask questions and be interactive. But if you're just if you feel stuck and you're kind of like, no matter what, I'm only ever going to make $50,000 or $60,000 until I retire, and you're just like, I'm just on a hamster wheel and I want something more from myself. Another story I'll tell you before I go, and you're probably already bored to death. When I get into real estate, I literally didn't know anybody in Missoula. I knew nobody. I didn't have a list of people to call. And I had no money. I had 4 businesses that I've always been an entrepreneur. I think once in my life, and I was like 15, I had a salary job. So I never had a high level of needing security. But, I started thinking about things like, if I'm making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, am I really secure in a day and age with inflation and things just constantly costing more, but my income's not going up? Over time, I'll just be laden with debt. So I always wanted to know what I created or what I did or my level of activity could equal my level of income. And it's no more evident than in the career of real estate. But when I got into real estate, I digress, I had no money. I literally, I had a newborn. And I had she was, I think, 4 months old when I got into real estate, Cassie, my daughter, and I had no money. I had a couple, maybe $2,500 in the bank, and I had never really been in real estate. I was in mortgages before, so I kind of had an understanding of the real estate side, but not really. Again, I didn't have a list of people to call. I didn't have that luxury. The more people you can call that up front, the better off you are in this business. But what I did have is I immediately signed up for a real estate coach, and so that I could figure out how to do this business at a high level. And then what I had is, obviously my back was up against the wall. So I said, there's one thing I can do. I can talk to X amount of people per day. I can practice what I say, and then I can do that every day for a long period of time. And, again, now I have a life where, I can take 3 or 4 months off a year if I felt like it, and, work a 3 or 4 day work week. Now, everybody wants that year one. Well, that's just not a possibility. But over time, if that's your intention and that's your goal, which for me it was, I don't disappear for 3 or 4 months a year, obviously. That would be nice. Maybe that's what's next. But the fact of the matter is, it's such a great career, and I'd like to share with you some of the things that I did to become successful in real estate. So hopefully you can join us on Wednesday. Again, you'll need to sign up, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.